Peoples, how's everybody doing? I want to thank the two of you that have been consistent in following me, and the one person that actually reads my blogs. You guys are phenomenal. A couple weeks ago, I actually celebrated with myself, of course, the fact that I actually had like over 50 videos on YouTube. If you have not visited the Key and Mercy YouTube channel, you should go over there and see what's there. There are not many, but there are some videos that are not posted on IG or the slow down jigger or on on the on IG or the Facebook page. So you might want to just take a hop, skip, and a jump over there and see what's going on. I am toggling with dropping the first chapter of Mercy, either in Facebook or on the website. I want to make sure that I don't run into copyright issues though, because it is my book. I know I promised you guys an update on the house, and I know I told you guys that one of my friends got the pleasure of actually listening to what I had been dealing with. There's still no room between the toilet and the sink. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. I'm over this. So there's some changes to come that are God ordained. I will not allow the devil to keep me bound. I've also come across a few people. Let me just say this first. I want to thank those of you who actually drop comments under the videos. I love feedback. I don't know if I'm hitting home with some of these topics. I know they come up in my life. That don't mean that they touching people. So I just love the fact that you guys actually take the time out to comment. I think that was Erica E. She said the man wasn't testifying. He was testifying. I believe that's the word she used. I read it and died. So I just want to thank those of you that actually provide some type of feedback underneath the videos when you do view them. Another thing that I've come across here lately is a lot of unexpected death and illness. And I'm just going to ask you guys a quick favor. Some of us are surrounded around people that we really see as strong individuals, but when things hit home and it's someone close to us, that strong individual may appear to still be strong and carrying the weight of people, but I think sometimes we underestimate how they're impacted when something happens to their loved ones. So I'm going to ask, and it's not hard. You ain't got to be ordained in a church or none of that stuff. I'm just going to ask that some of you guys take the time out to intercede on behalf of those that are in your families that you know for a fact may need for you to just ask God to strengthen them. That's all I'm asking. It's real simple. It's not hard. You ain't got to be somewhere shouting and praising and everything. Just ask God to keep somebody. That's all I'm asking. And I know AJ ain't reading these videos, so I'm going to put her business out there. So I've been almost beating this into Asia. One of the biggest issues I had is that Asia struggles with gaining self-knowledge. And let me just explain to you guys what I mean by that. She has the ability to do so much more than what she's doing. She does not take the time out to actually become knowledgeable in some of the areas she needs to be knowledgeable in. So I've been practically trying to beat into her that she needs to go to counseling or therapy because of some of the traumatic instances that she's endured. And she finally took the step and went to counseling. Now, I'm going to tell you from what I heard from Asia. She can testify to her own mess when she get a chance. But what I got from her, she was nervous about the first session, which is understandable. You're getting ready to go in here. You don't know what this person getting ready to pull out of you. She texted me. She said, I'm really nervous right now. And I told her she didn't have to be. And here's why I told her she didn't have to be. I expressed to her that the meeting she was going to was solely about her. And that their job was to make her comfortable enough to want to share. They're not going to drill you about this. And that in explaining your answer in some of the questions, it may just pull some things out of you that you have not bothered to deal with. That's the point of going. Understand what I just said. Youth, young adults, and parents. That is the point of going, for you to pour out that which you're trying not to deal with. And so from what I got from her, her first appointment was great. I think she said it almost lasted 2 hours because there was so much she just had not talked about that when it started coming out, she was like, it was just nonstop. And I didn't know I felt that way about so much stuff I had been through. So, I encourage you all, and I just had to give this to her because she was saying that at night she's kept up in the middle of the night and it seems like her brain is just going. I've had that too. And I struggle with it. And I had a very wise person tell me, God doesn't speak through chaos. When you're asleep, you're not hearing the chaos going on in your life in that moment. And that's when God tends to come through and speak to you. Now, he'll speak to me in the early morning, in the dead of the morning. The house is quiet. I can hear everything. And that's when I'm basically scripting and writing and things like that. It's flowing from me. And I know at that point, that's not me. He's giving me everything that I wasn't able to hear through all the chaos that I was dealing with. So I encourage youth, young adults, parents, single people, journal. It's not hard. It doesn't take that much time. And these are your feelings. Ain't nobody judging that book. I'm just saying. I encourage you to journal. I expressed to her, she was like, it seemed like my days be all over the place. And I was like, well, why don't you write the things down that you need to get done this way? And I know this is very minimal, so y'all just stay with me. Maybe I'm just a punk and be needing to see it. If I write down 5 things and I actually do those 5 things, I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm jumping up and down and everything. I feel like we need to pop a bottle or something because I crossed off everything on my list. You get what I'm saying? So I know everybody don't feel that way. But it does feel, it makes me feel, and maybe this is just me, it makes me feel accomplished because I set 5 goals for me for one day and I actually accomplished each goal that was on the list. I don't care if it's to get the laundry done and actually put it away. That's a goal you set for yourself and you did it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything big, but writing for me has always been therapeutic. Being able to express my feelings and it's free of judgment. Like there's no one else there to actually say, oh my God, you actually did that last night. And then you sitting there like, girl, it was the first and last time. No. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. And so I'm sorry, y'all. I meant to turn these notifications off. And so another thing that Asia gave me, Asia's been, we went through a huge rift, and I'm going to have to let her give that in a critical conversation. We went through a huge rift, and y'all know I'm not about to hoop, holler, and cuss. My kids know if I get to that point, the mother that I am now, if I get to that point, they know that it's from a place of hurt. And as they say, I'm not trying to upset you, mama. But me and Asia went through a rift and I had to exercise tough love. And so since then, she's been trying to gain more awareness of traumas and some of the things she's gone through and things like that. And one of the things that she gave me is that she had been following a story about a young lady that's in the South where Asia is. And the young lady went missing and Asia kept following the story. I didn't understand for the life of me why this was such a big thing for her. But her and the girl, I believe, are the same age. And I think that sometimes our children can be curious when they can see themselves in that position. And so Asia finally called to give me the outcome of the story. I really wasn't following it. I think we got enough crap going on in the city of Chicago that I can't keep up with another state. And so when she told me about it, she basically said that the young lady had become pregnant. Her parents forced her to get an abortion. She got into it with the boyfriend because the boyfriend didn't know that she got the abortion, but she wanted to actually keep the baby and she was doing it to please her parents, but then it messed up the relationship between her and the guy. And here's the thing, because I just recently got this from somebody else, that a young man committed suicide after he actually expressed to his parents that he was gay, and the treatment of the parents seems like it's what drove him to become suicidal and then actually commit the act. Here's the thing. And I'm talking to youth, young adults, and parents here. Number one, it takes a lot to share that which you already know is going to be disappointing to an authority figure. I'm going to say that again. It takes a lot to share that which you know is already going to be a disappointment to an authority figure. Now, understand that the stress is already heightened when your child has to come to you with something really big. The stress is heightened because they've been trying to figure out all this time how to give this to you in a way that is not going to create a rift in the relationship. And so we have to, as parents, be mindful about how we react. Now, I'm going to give y'all something because I had to learn this myself. I was a reactor. The Boyd's family is reactors. Any of my cousins that's watching this could tell you. I'm sure all 8 of them Boyd's uncles then got some news and clowned. They reactors. My girls hated that about me. And this generation that we dealing with, what happens is they shut down and they stop talking to you. I keep telling y'all that. And then you somewhere trying to figure out why they took their own life when you were actually part of it. I'm not saying that it's your fault. What I'm saying is this. We live in a house with people, and oftentimes the signs are there. We want to ignore them. There are certain things that go on in our children's lives that we see and we don't bother to take the time out to question. Go in the room, sit on the end of the bed and say, I noticed XYZ, and allow them to give you that. Here's the thing. When they give it to you, because you done effed up in your childhood, y'all ain't going to sit here and keep acting like, because y'all are parents, that y'all got the childhood thing right. You're not even getting the parent thing right. None of this mess comes with instructions. So how is it that when our kids give us something that they struggle with even sharing, that we clown them? We cannot. We cannot. And here's the other thing. You can clown them and in 2 hours, they have suicidal thoughts. And here's the crazy part about this generation. My generation used to talk about suicide a lot. Here's the thing. Suicide don't like attention. I think I said that in another video. Suicide don't like attention. Depression is obvious. Depression actually warrants attention because you're sleeping all the time. Somebody picks up on that. You seem like you're not going anywhere anymore. Somebody picks up on that. You're not eating. Somebody picks up on that. Suicide don't like attention. You ain't gonna know it's even coming. But you saw that there was something wrong. If you're in a house with a youth or a young adult and you know there's something wrong, I am begging you, take the time out to just simply address the issue. That's all I'm asking. Just ask questions. And when they share the blood of Jesus, when they share, that's that Mary Boyd faith. When they share, you do not clown them. You are allowed as a parent to say, give me a minute to take this in. And as the parent, I'm finna give y'all this and I'm finna get up off here. As the parent, you should be journaling your feelings too. Because they matter. I'll see y'all next video.
Hi, my name is Layla, and make sure you see my mommy's videos and like and subscribe and hit that notifications and hit that bell.